All right, here's another beauty. This is a Pride Mobility Quantum Edge 2.0. This is a Quantum Edge 2.0 with 1 mile. That's exactly what I said, 1 mile. So this chair is literally brand new. It's a couple years old, but it's been sitting in someone's home. This is the way we got it. We did not do anything to it. Brand new condition, just about fully loaded. It has the 12-inch seat lift, the electric tilt, the electric recline, and the electric legs. So if you're looking for a power chair, beautiful blue, fully loaded, as new as you're going to get with 1 mile, this would be one to look at. All the function on this chair can work through the joystick. So you would go to the joystick right here and hit this knob forward. Now we're on indoor moderate, outdoor fast, and then the next one will be a picture of the seat. Whenever you get to the picture of the seat, you can move the joystick and it puts you, whatever's yellow is what's going to happen. So now I got the bottom yellow, so if I push the joystick back, my seat is starting to elevate. So I'm going to start with the seat down at 22 inches. So if you add 12 inches to that, that'll bring you to 34 inches. 22, and by the time it goes all the way to the top, I will be at 34 inches. But here's the kicker about this chair. If you're elevated, this chair will still drive with the seat elevated at 3.5 miles an hour. Now I can't go 3.5 miles an hour in here, but you can see, whoa. All right, I got a little carried away there. So this is 3.5 miles an hour with the seat elevated. Also, if you look at the base, you can see how well constructed the seat is. You can see how steady that seat is. Very well constructed. You can see the actuator right here for the seat lift right here. We have, of course, 14-inch solid non-marking tires, 6-inch front and back caster wheel that swivels. We have an anchor point here, an anchor point here. These two, and there's 2 more on the opposite side. There's a total of 4 anchor points. This is where you would secure your chair for transportation in your van or on your lift. This is where you secure your chair to this for transporting this chair, okay? There's a motor right here that goes and turns right into the middle of the wheel. There's a motor for each wheel, independently driven wheel. This is why you have this 360 turning, okay? Right now, I can't push this chair because it's in gear. But if I turn the power off, and the reason you want the power off, you want no resistance in the motor. Power off, of course, if you could have the seat down, that'd be better. Yellow lever, push it down. I'm going to turn this wheel so you can see, but now look. You see how easy it rolls? This chair right now weighs 400 plus pounds. It's a very heavy power chair. There's a lot of motors on here, a lot of metal. 425 pounds roughly, so you need a special lift for this chair. When you're done rolling it, if you have to roll it, put it back in gear, and then turn your power back on, okay? Another thing I want to show you about this power chair while it's elevated is the suspension. There's these great suspension on the front of the chair. You can see the great suspension on both sides. They're huge suspension, and they also have the same suspension in the back. This suspension is adjustable with this ring right here, okay? You can see if I lift this right here, you can see the independent suspension right there. You can see it. Okay, I don't want to get my fingers caught in there though. So now we've covered, let me bring the chair back closer to here. So we've covered the 12-inch seat lift. So I'm going to bring the seat back down. While I do that, let me talk about the swing away. This is called a swing away joystick, okay? So if you're right-handed, it's already set for the right side. If you're left-handed, we can take the cup holder right here that comes right off. We can put it here and we can switch the joystick to the left side. Now this chair is fully loaded. It has a lot of other goodies on this chair which I'll cover as we go along. So that's called the swing away joystick. The next feature I'm going to show you is called the electric tilt. The electric tilt is when the base right here goes back. So when this base goes back, it's going to take the legs, it's going to take the back because they're all connected together. So this is called the electric tilt. So if you needed some circulation, this would be a little extreme, but you could be tilted all the way back to here, and then you could do the third function. You could do your legs, and these legs are adjustable. So if you're 5 feet tall or 6'3", we can lengthen these legs with these 2 screws right here. We can let them out, okay? So this will be extreme circulation. Now you can do halfway tilted. I'm going to bring the tilt down halfway. Now the legs are not very long right now because this chair was set up for about a 5'2", 5'3" person. But we can adjust this whole chair for you. So right here, you're still halfway tilted, but your legs are still above your body, if that's what you wanted. So far we've covered the 12-inch seat lift, the electric tilt, the electric legs. The only feature left now is called the recline. The recline is the back right here going back by itself. That's called the electric recline. So let's see what it would look like if you were laying down flat. So it does go pretty flat. So that's as far back as it'll go if you were laying in this chair, okay? I'm gonna bring the recline, I'm gonna bring the legs and the recline up together. So the back is coming up, the legs are going down. Like you can do 2 functions at once through this joystick right here. So when you're outside, make sure your legs are out a little bit, okay? So like that, so you have more clearance under there. Now, if you're a taller person, your legs will be even closer to the ground. So what I would suggest if you're outside, do the tilt. The tilt is this portion right here. Raise this up a little bit. You can see how much more clearance. So if I raise this a couple inches, look at that. Now I've got all kinds of clearance. So tilt your seat back a little bit if you're outside. If you think you're going to be hitting curb, if you do not want to hit anything with those electric legs, they're very expensive to fix, okay? So far we've done the electric tilt, the electric recline, the electric seat lift, and the electric legs. So let's look at the front of this chair. So now, as I said, this chair was set up for a small person. The seat on this chair is like 15 inches by 17. 15 wide, 17 deep, so it's set up as for a small person. But if this is the chair you want, we can make these seats as big as you want them. We have cushions, we can expand these seats. So you just tell us what size you want this chair to be, and we'll put a different cushion, a different seat, we'll make it bigger for you. The arms flip up, like I said earlier. These are let me do this. You've got lateral guards here. What these do, they keep your knees from buckling out and falling off the foot plate. If you don't want these, you can remove them. They're also adjustable up and down. They can go up and down this way also. So some people like them more here but it keeps your knees from going out and hurting and hitting your knees through a door, or it keeps your knees on the foot plate. Also, this chair has these guards on each side, which helps also keeping your legs from, it has special guard. This is also extra. These lateral pads are extra. These chest guards are extra on this chair. You don't have to have these, we can take them off. They also flip open when you get into the chair, and they can also be adjusted in more or out more, depending whatever you want. This keeps, if you have a person who has a tendency of shifting, this would keep you from shifting to one side or the other. You may only need one. If a person only shifts to this side, you're not going to need this side. You also have a safety belt. So I'm going to turn the chair in the back so I can show you the back. The back of this chair, we've got what's called an Attendant Control. So what this does, if I flip the button right here, now I can drive this chair right here from this position. I can also do the tilt, the recline, everything from here. This is called an Attendant Control. So you can walk with it like this, or you can leave it on here and hang on to the back of the seat and drive it this way, depending how good you are, okay? So this chair is already equipped with the Attendant Control. Also with this chair, I gotta switch it back. So you're never gonna have 2 people driving. That would make no sense. So if you use this one, you have to turn it off, and then you have to turn the power back on the main one up front, okay? So this chair is also equipped with lights. So if you look under here, there's a little button right here on this one. This button, it can be anywhere. It could be under the seat, it could be here, it could be wherever you want it. But if I hit it, you can see the headlights. You can see the headlights right here on both sides. And you can see the tail lights on both sides. So you have headlights and tail lights. So the button is here, click it, it's off. You also have a fully adjustable headrest, many positions, so you can also take the headrest off. Some people don't want a headrest. You can take it right off, okay? One more thing about this chair. There's 2 cylinders on both sides. There's a cylinder here, and there's a cylinder. If I turn this cylinder right here, if I turn it, what it does, it tips the arm up like this, okay? So you can have, if you want them down, I would just, you can see they're going down now. But it's easier when you turn the cylinder to hold the pressure off the arm, then it's easier to screw it, okay? So that's just to adjust your arms, okay? All right. When you charge this chair, you will take your charger, your quantum charger, and you'll plug it right below the joystick. And as soon as the light turns green on the charger, from orange to green, the batteries are full. There's 2 batteries in here, and they'll give you about 15 miles on a battery charge. That all depends what kind of terrain you're on, how much you use the seat lift and all that kind of good stuff. You might get more mileage, you might get less. It all depends how you use the chair, but that's a good, 15 miles is a long way in one day, okay? So let's recap this power chair. This is the Quantum Edge by Pride Mobility. This is their top power chairs. It's the Quantum is their top line. Quantum Edge 2.0, 12-inch seat lift, electric tilt, electric recline, electric legs, swing away joystick, flip up arms, lateral knee pads, lateral chest guards, Roho cushion, which I did not mention earlier. This is an air cushion. The seat is fully adjustable. If you need a bigger seat, we can make it bigger. Removable cup holder. We can switch the joystick to the left side. Safety belt, attendant control in the back, solid tires, anchor point. I can go on and on and on. And this chair has a total of 1 mile. So if you're looking for a really nice power chair, sharp color, this would be a good one. Very smooth, 6 miles. 6 miles an hour is the top speed. Very, very easy chair to drive. You can't even hear this chair. It's so quiet. I can't even hear it. If it wasn't from running over an acorn or a branch, I wouldn't even hear this chair. My grass is wet, but we'll try it. No problem. So this chair will go through grass also, but you know, your grass and my grass might be different. So I'm not telling you your grass will work, but if you have a good bottom in your grass, then you can probably go through your grass. But if your grass is mushy and it's not level like mine, you'll have to try it, but I'm not telling you it will. So what I'm going to do right now, I'm going to raise the seat up so you can see me driving the chair with the seat elevated. So again, this is the Quantum Edge 2.0, fully loaded. This is the one that has no miles on to speak of, practically brand new, with the seat lift, the tilt, the recline, the legs, fully loaded. It has the drain cup holder, the attendant control. It has everything. And this is me. I'm going to put it in drive. So if you're going to drive it like this, make sure you're on flat surface. You know, you can do it at the mall. You can do it at the movie theater. If you want, this is nice because you can be above everybody else. You can reach your counters. You can look into your sink. So the benefit of this seat is nice because if you're in the kitchen, you can reach the refrigerator, the freezer on top. Well, in the old days, they used to be on top. Now they're on the bottom. But so if you have one of those, you can do it either way. So this is a real nice chair. I'm not going to talk any more about it because you already know how I feel about it. This is a nice one.
Hi, I'm Mark, and my name is Alex.
We are a family-owned business for over 25 years.
We have many products available, not just what you see in this video. If you would like to learn more, you can call the number below at 800-677-6293, or you can visit us directly at www.marcsmobility.com.